What's up, everybody? It is your boy. Once again, we're on the Black Couch. Couch Confessions. Y'all know what it is. Today, I have a great special guest, Miss Carrie Rieger. Awesome person. I met her about 5 to 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
In passing.
5 or 6.
In passing at our old Lee Summit location. And I'm like, man, who is this person? I thought she was a bodybuilder. Then I'm like, nah, she's not a bodybuilder. Because I'm a nerd, so I'm looking like, yeah, she's not a bodybuilder. Turns out she's a CrossFitter.
Yeah.
And not just any kind of CrossFitter. She's like on that level, you know what I mean? Like that CrossFit level where you're like, dang, like I'm a CrossFit fan. Like I watch CrossFit, but I'm like, dude, I even did CrossFit.
Yeah?
Yeah, like.
What do you think of that?
So my college coach, when I first started playing overseas, like 2006, 2007, yeah, I'm old. College, nah, you young. Y'all revert. You're older, but you turn back to 21. Old guys, you know. We did it, and it was like my college coach. We did it, and I got too top heavy, and we didn't warm up. He just was like, this is the workout. You're going to do these wall tosses, jump rope, and thrusters, and you're going to run around this whole dang on complex. And you got 4 of those, and that's the workout. That's how I started. Did it for freaking 2 months, and that was very short-lived.
Yeah, gotcha.
You, on the other hand, tell us, like, man, how did you get into CrossFit?
Oh, gosh. Well, so I was an endurance racer.
What is that?
I did marathons, ultra marathons, triathlons,
Dang, you like
and
running.
then like adventure racing. So that's also endurance. That's where you go race through the woods for like a weekend warrior. You get like latitude, longitudes, and you have to go to different spots via mountain bike or like bushwhacking through the woods or kayaking or whatever. So actually my husband saw CrossFit. So CrossFit was probably 3 years in, saw the CrossFit Games on TV, and was like, you should give it a try. Didn't know what it was. Showed up. There was a CrossFit gym in Lee Summit. Showed up, got my butt whooped every day for a week, and I was hooked.
You was hooked?
Hooked. Yeah, these girls were strong. And like, it was the first time I was like, because I was always been kind of like a meaty, strong girl. Like, it's just kind of my genetics.
Country corn fed.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, these are my people. And just fell in love with the sport.
No shit.
Yeah.
So you fell in love with it just by basically getting, you got hooked. You're like, oh yeah, this is my shit, my jam.
Yeah, these are my people. Like, just loved it. You're gonna kick out of this. Couldn't squat below parallel because I was so broken from running. Like, didn't have the mobility.
Yeah, because going
couldn't even air squat below parallel, which is like no rep. Like, that does not count.
Damn.
So
yeah,
it's been a long road.
So you get into it then.
Yeah.
And then what? You just started. Give me that's how you got into it. What's next? You just started excelling, or
I mean, I guess so. I learned really quickly that I'm strong and fast, which is what CrossFit is. Like, it's that intersection of strength and fitness, if you will. And I'm generally good at most things, so it played really well into the sport. But I would say I didn't know that I had the capability to, make it to our world competition until, probably about 40. People started to say, mainly my coach at the time, started to say, hey, you're pretty good at this. You could actually make a run. And I was like, damn. I'm not.
Coach saw something.
I was like normal. It took me a while to believe, and then even more work. So there's a lot of gymnastics in CrossFit as well, and it took me a long time to get where I needed to be there.
Gymnastics, like the handstands.
You got to walk on your hands.
I know. So what? Dang. Yeah. Like, so you got to practice all this shit.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
What was like the gymnastics stuff that you had to practice that when you first started was not easy?
Oh, I have a good one for you. So the first kind of big competition I did that you had to qualify for and go do. Like I said, I was 40 at the time, and I just kept saying, 40-year-olds, they're not going to make 40-year-olds walk on their hands. That's not going to happen.
Right.
So I didn't even practice it. Would you know, show up, it was the Granite Games at the time up in, outside of Minneapolis. Yeah, we had to walk on our
And this
hands.
was this like sanctioned and everything?
It wasn't the CrossFit Games. So the CrossFit Games.
This was just like amateur, like.
It was yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but most of those girls could walk on their hands.
And what you have to do? You just ate shit or what?
Yeah, I did. I just stood there at the start line. Yes.
And
they all took off down the football field, and I was
attempted.
like, well, I attempted, but it was like, you had to get, I think it was like, is it 5 yards for it to count as one rep, and I didn't get any.
So what, you scratched that event?
Yeah, I got last place.
What was the next one that was hard? What was your next one that was a challenge?
Oh, up there?
Remember, this when you first started, like which exercise you were like challenging?
Well, like I said, even though I had really strong legs, squatting below parallel and having that mobility was really hard for me. And I had never been really trained on how to squat, right? Like, I feel like I kind of missed that with like, I feel like kids now as they go through high school and they get in a weight room, they have a coach that can teach them like the mechanics of squatting. Don't just like throw a barbell on your back and go down and up. Like that's not, there's a lot more to it than that, as you know. So like learning all of that was pretty hard too. Yeah.
What's from that, what's next was you killed the amateurs, started getting excelling. What made you be like, okay, let me try to make a run at this, the next step, which is,
I don't know, it just happened. I've like competed my whole life, and it's something, and I've
you just kept excelling.
My husband like jokes that I'm miswired. Like I'm just fiery still.
I can tell.
I'm fiery in everything I do, even against myself. Like if you tell me to go run 1.5 miles that way and 1.5 miles back, I'm literally gonna stop my watch before I turn around and beat myself back. Like I can't help it.
You're just competitive.
I just like
Damn.
Yeah. Competitive in a good way. Like I want to beat you, but when you beat me, like I'm cheering for you too. Like I'm not.
But you're still gonna want to go again.
I'm gonna want to go again. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's what I tell these young guys, man. Us older, seasoned people, we still competitive, man.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? We here playing basketball 3-on-3. I'm talking shit the whole time. If we lose, let's go again.
Yeah.
Me, I'm trying to get back. I'm coming off. I got a bad knee right now, slight meniscus tear, but I'm in here, doing my rehab. But
doing what you can do.
We still competitive, and I notice these young guys ain't as competitive as us. We lose, we want to keep going. Mm-hmm. Start over, let's go again.
Yeah.
Young guys, they get done, whatever. That's a generational thing right there. Yeah. We ain't giving up like that.
Yeah.
So we go through the amateur, now we're at the pro level. As a pro, explain that process. Tell the viewers, like a day. Give me a day in the life of your training regimen, your eating, the stuff like people are kind of curious about. You know what I mean? I mean, look at these arms, guys. Get the flex. Look at that arm, dog. Can I get an arm like that? Seems like I'm on.
That's the least of it. This is just like what? Yeah.
What's a training day in Carrie's life?
So still have kids in school.
Yeah, and she got kids, by the way. Look at this. 2
in college now, and then 1 still in grade school. So wake up, get my man up and around, get him to school. We usually eat first thing in the morning, so really big into fat in the morning. So I have like chicken sausage, like 4 or 5, as much as I can eat. A couple oatmeal packets, start slamming some water. Drop him off, and then I go hit my first session at the gym, which typically I open with like some type of gymnastics. Mm-hmm. So some pulling, like pull-ups or something like that. And then we move into strength work and then conditioning for that session, which takes about 2 hours.
Wait. Hold on.
That was fast.
The food at the gym, your first CrossFit session is 2 hours.
Yes. And I am eating while I'm there. I mean, like having like bananas and apples and stuff like that, yeah. It takes a long time to do strength work, to do like a main strength
how does that work?
and then
how does that
accessory work.
For someone who did it but didn't do it like you, explain to the viewers like what a strength workout looks like.
So
let's say you're doing.
So you guys, most people
clean,
right? So if I'm doing cleans, I'm going to open with a primer. right? Because a clean is a weighted plyometric.
Correct.
That's the way I think of it. Like
Correct.
you're trying to push hard off the ground. And as we age, one of the first things that go is our explosive power. So my primer usually includes like some type of plyometric, like really tall box jumps or, drop jumps, something like that.
Okay.
Usually in your world, probably more fundamental type than what you have your professional athletes do. Which is probably more advanced. So I'll open with that, and then just like dialing that technique in, because technique is a really big deal, especially when you're trying to go heavy, or even in the case of like a conditioning piece where you're trying to cycle that barbell. So the primer would also include something that would be dialing that technique in as well. And then it just depends on where we're at and the cycle that we're on. So it could be that I'm hitting a heavy triple, it could be hitting a heavy double for the day, anywhere there.
Let me hear some stats. What's your clean?
My heaviest clean ever is 205.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't hit that anymore.
What?
Yeah, that's okay. That's what aging does for you.
Hey, tell the viewers, if anyone's wondering how this young lady is right now.
50.
50.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I don't like this. I don't look like that no 44.
That's so funny.
I'm over here trying to get. I'm like, I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym, but I'm not in like. But what's your squat and bench?
My heaviest squat's 265. We don't bench a lot, surprisingly. So my bench is 160, but that's just like a minor lift to us. Okay.
What's some of the CrossFit PRs that you would say stand out that you have, like for yourself, PR wise?
Oh gosh. I mean, you have all the heavy lifts, and we always quote those all the time, right? So my heaviest snatch was 160. Like I said, my heaviest clean and jerk's 195. In CrossFit though, we also, because we're everything.
Yep.
We're not just like a heavy barbell.
Right.
We're like the gymnastics. So my max distance, like handstand walk's about 100 feet. My max strict handstand push-up, if that means anything to you and your viewers, is 34.
I'm falling every time.
So that's wheelhouse for me, right? Anything on my hands is like my best.
That's your thing.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Not as fast as I used to be, but I can still hold my own out there on it.
Man. So.
On foot.
So, what is Tell us about the CrossFit Games. You at what first one at 40? You at your first one?
I did my first one at 45. But I missed many times by 2 places.
No shit.
Oh my gosh, I just missed year after year after year after year. And then once I finally made it, I made it 3 years in a row. Yeah. Yes, it's tough, man.
She ain't messing around.
Yeah.
So when you get tell us about that. When you in there CrossFit Games, what's it like? You're on all these phenomenal athletes.
Yeah, I mean the very first year that I went, it was like a dream come true because I'd worked so hard for it for so long.
How'd you do?
A little intimidating. My first year I was 12th.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know how?
12th in the world of like.
That's what I'm saying. Like you make it seem like.
Let me back up. So there's 4 stages.
Yeah,
the first stage, and I'm competing in we call it divisional. So I'm competing divisional.
Right.
That first stage in my age group, there's anywhere from like 12 to 15,000 athletes in the world.
Right.
So then it gets whittled down each stage, and that 4th stage is what we call the CrossFit Games.
Right.
And that's where the top 20 come and compete.
That's
in
you.
person. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get your autograph. Everybody's not able. So you was 12th, first one.
12th.
Second one.
9th or 10th? 9th. And then 5th. Yeah.
And you just got back.
I did, yeah.
You just got back from one. Tell us about
that. A little up and down after taking 2 years off. But
that's crazy, dude. You took 2 years off, came back.
Made
it again.
Made it again.
And?
10th. Yeah. Little up and down, but
dude, you don't understand how big that is. Like, I mean, you can say you've been in the CrossFit Games. I watched that on TV. I'm just like, man, I'm a fan. I'm like, dang, this is just dope. Could I do this shit? No.
You could.
Could I? I just admire from afar.
You just train a little differently.
Differently. You haven't.
We call it the crazy eye. Like, if you can breathe fire and you're a little crazy, like, you're probably going to be pretty good.
I'm a little different. I'm a little special. Anyone knows Luther, they know I'm a little special. So I don't think it. I think I'd break an elbow, legs. Something's gonna happen.
Clumsy.
I wouldn't say clumsy. It's just a challenge, a little special. You know, like the kids wear the big helmets. That's me.
That's you.
Concussion protocol for me is every day. What's
That's funny.
When you're at the games, tell us who are some of your, as far as I guess you quote unquote the goats and the top dogs, who you got to meet, or who do you kind of like, you know, like who are you a fan of, you know, like mine was Jordan, Kobe, you know, who is in the CrossFit world, who is your
well, we talked about Brooke Wells earlier, fellow Missourian.
Yeah,
she's retired now.
Yeah.
I was always a huge fan of hers, but now like current athletes, Ariel Lowen, huge fan of hers. She's a mom.
Look at you.
Get this girl, Ariel Lowen, she's from the United States also. She, after she had her first child, she qualified for semifinals, right? So that's stage 3. And had no idea she was as good as she was, and went out and like demolished the field and qualified for her first CrossFit games. And she was training like 1 hour a day in the class, like taking the CrossFit class with Jen Pop and everyone.
Just 1 hour?
1 hour.
So she's like a freak athlete type. That's the .00.
So she trains more than that now, obviously. Yeah. But I love that she went from like motherhood and went back into the gym and was like, no, I still got this. I'm gonna do my thing, and qualified. So she's one of my favorites.
No stuff.
Haley Adams, she another favorite of mine. She's from Tennessee. And I just like her because she has a resilient spirit. And yeah, she came up as a CrossFit athlete as a teenager.
Okay.
So
I follow a few of them
for a while
that I like watching. I follow you, of course. Daniel Brandon.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
I love her personality. Yeah. She's everyone's favorite, I think. She might be one of the all-time favorites. Yeah.
The Spiegel lady.
Yeah.
I like the people that like they do their sport, but they kind of like talk shit. And
and venture out.
That's me. Yeah. Like I'm not a box kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like like you said, kind of you got to be a little different to do your sport.
Yeah.
I gravitate toward the kind of crazies. So. I like that energy and that vibe. That's more Luther, you know what I mean? So I follow a few of them.
She is definitely that. So
what when you get done with the CrossFit, how bad is your body? Like, how are you banged up? Are you tired? Are you fatigued? Like, what's a typical recovery in your sport?
It takes about a month to come down from it. I mean, it's
shit, really?
It's
so after the games you're like sore, banged up, or
but it's really more so like. Every workout you do, you're doing it at 110%, and then there's that emotional stress that goes along with it. That it just takes a little bit of time to come down from that, both emotionally and then your like how you're doing emotionally is very tied to how you're doing physically. So those two need to meet up and be fully recovered before you can really hit it hard again. Yeah. I'm still training, but
you are.
Yeah. I took 3 days off.
So you just addicted.
But I'm easing back in.
Not easing after all that.
Well, I mean, I think that
you know your body though.
Sometimes exercise is the best medicine.
Yeah.
At least for me, it is. Like if I'm not moving, I'm not usually feeling as well, right?
Gotcha.
I'm just not used to that type. I'm not used to sedentary lifestyle.
Gotcha.
So
you got to move. That's what my mom.
But I'm being smart, right?
Yeah.
You can't like be dumb and go in and like I'm gonna go for a heavy back squat today after you like that. I would not do for quite a bit of time. Like, that's not a safe choice.
I usually ask a lot of people. So what is your why? Like why do you do CrossFit, or why everybody has a why. What is your why? At 50 years old, badass mom, badass CrossFitter. What is your why?
I ask myself that all the time. I don't know why. No, I'm kidding. The thrill of it. I like to train. I like to work out. I like to feel like I'm bettering myself.
Yeah, I got you.
I would say the first time I threw weight overhead, like pure addiction. There's nothing more exhilarating than throwing a barbell over your head that has like a lot of weight on it. That's such a cool feeling.
A little different for the brother over here. The brother right here I might get a little nervous. Black folks, we're a little different when it comes to.
You get out of the way. You miss it. You get out of the way.
Nah, I'm a little different. You don't know me that well. I'm a little different, a little unique individual. I've been taught. My trainers, my Chelsea and Braden here, they know I'm a little different, a little special. She always calls me Sped, so I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm a little nervous about doing that kind of. I mean, snatches. I don't. My shoulders don't move like that.
Well, yeah, the mobility is important.
You know what I mean? I'm throwing that thing. You know what I'm saying? I might drop it on my neck, and I'm done. Concussion protocol.
But it's so cool. I bet if you started doing it.
You know, that's what our next. That's what we should do.
Yeah.
You gonna coach me on
how to
out
do. There, I'll teach you how to.
Yeah, but I'm about to start with 10s on each side.
You know what? And that will get you further if you get that technique down.
How about the bar though?
The bar, well, that weighs 45. Yeah.
Damn, you see how she switched it up on me? Okay, 10s and we work our way up to 25s.
Yeah.
Bet. That's the bet. Y'all heard it. Because I'm scared of that.
You're doing plyometrics though.
Yeah,
You'd be surprised, like if you've been doing plyometrics, like.
So I'm gonna hold you to that. The next, y'all heard that? The next time
you got somewhere we can drop a barbell if you got a bail?
Yeah, I got all that.
All right,
we got all that in the back. We got chalk. I got chalk. Yeah, I got chalk.
Yeah, we like chalk.
I got some rings. You know what I mean?
Sweet, yeah.
I'm
ready to go. Teach you some ring muscle ups.
See. Now you're getting ahead of yourself, Carrie. Come on.
Okay.
Come on now.
But you know what? It's really cool when you fly through the air and you fly up over the top of the rings.
Well, shit, we might have to go back and put this in. Y'all want to see her do that? We got to put this in the. Just don't eat shit, because you got to sign these waivers. Or, you know, we don't want to, hurt you for the next game. Is your goal to go to the next games?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You ain't
actually, everybody was laughing when I came back because every year before I go, like that 2 weeks where you start to get into like freak out mode, right? Because you've been training a whole year for this one thing. So inevitably, I end up in like this mode where I'm like, I'm no good anymore. How's it gonna go?
Second guess yourself.
Yeah, you second guess yourself. You have some weak moments, and every year, inevitably, I tell all my coaches and friends that this is my last time.
No, you're not.
And then when I come back, and one of my friends who's also a coach at CrossFit Summit, she said, and so how are you feeling? What are you thinking about next year? And I was like, oh, I'm all in. She goes, we knew that you were. Yeah.
That's what's up, see?
It's fun.
You can't get away from it.
No, I mean, as long as I keep it in its right place. Like, my family and my kids are number one,
and how do they support? They love it?
They
love
do.
Seeing mom do it?
They do, but I will say that, it's important to me that, like, it's not a focus, or they don't see it as a focus when I'm not there, right? Mm-hmm. When I come home, like, we're not ruminating on CrossFit. We're not talking about CrossFit.
I mean, that's hard to change because my life was basketball.
Yeah, it took discipline.
Man, it's just basketball, like 24/7 basketball, like.
But you almost have to. You know what? It was better for me mentally. Like, I'm a better athlete for it.
Yeah.
Being able to walk out the door and leave it there.
You can do it. You can leave it there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, every now and then, like, you have a really good day or like a bad day.
So when you first started, it was different, though. You probably talk about it all the time.
Oh my gosh, I was so ate up with it.
Then you're like, nah.
I mean, we all know a CrossFitter who won't stop talking about CrossFit, right?
Yeah.
Like, we all know those people, and
see, I
was one for a while too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. This is my first time getting to know the sport from a person at the most elite level.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, I just do what I've done with my coach and
functional fitness is CrossFit, right? So
right.
At the end of the day, you are doing some form of CrossFit.
Yeah. We just gonna stick. Total bars is all you got out of me. I'm on total bars. I can do those. That's it.
Yeah, that's good.
I do 3 sets of 4. We're gonna keep it there.
Yeah.
3 sets of 4.
That's legit.
I'm not on your level. Can you give the viewers, specifically older moms, leave the moms and aspiring CrossFitters or aspiring moms who like CrossFit some positive encouragement of, what would you tell them if someone's aspiring to get into CrossFit who's older or want to compete like you or just be a badass, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what, advice could you give them?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like 3 things. I would say find something you love, fitness-wise, right? Maybe it's CrossFit, maybe it's Pilates, maybe it's walking, maybe it's following, a program at home, but find something that you love, and then just show up for it. Like, get to a point where it's like, I don't know, something like you're going to shower today, or you're going to eat lunch today, or you're going to work out today.
Yeah.
So don't put yourself through that mental fatigue of, am I going to the gym or am I going to Pilates or CrossFit today or not? Just do it, right? So, like, just show up. And then I think the third thing is, like, there's just so much noise out there that is just so wrong about nutrition, especially with women. But generally speaking, just wrong. So
100%.
The biggest advice I could give someone
with the hormones and everything.
Yeah, like so it's eat. Like women as we age,
tell the viewers how much you eat.
They're not. I eat so much food. I eat 4 full meals a day. Yeah. And
how many calories? Just guess, like a guesstimate.
Gosh,
guesstimate, because she doesn't count her calories. She doesn't.
It depends on the day. Like, but
you count
usually
sometimes?
about no. But I know I'm well above 2,000. Sometimes up near 3
a day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you think? Sometimes the max you'll do 4,000.
Probably 35. I mean, I just can't physically eat enough. But I will tell you this: one of my favorite CrossFit coach told me. And I didn't believe him because I was a little on the like exercise anorexic side, you know, the type that's like exercising more than they're eating. I was a little on that side. And he was like, you will be leaner if you would just eat more and fuel your body. And I was like, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Eat more to be leaner and thinner.
It's true.
So true.
So you just eat like crazy.
You just eat like crazy. But, and I told you this earlier, I only eat things that expire. So like it has to be from the earth. Like I don't eat things out of a box. I don't care if it comes through the health food aisle. If it's in a box or a wrapper, like don't eat it.
You don't eat any sugar?
Don't fall for no, I eat sugar, but
you do?
I don't fall for like the what do I call it? Called a protein infused candy bar. Like don't fall for the protein bars. Like it's just a candy bar. Like don't do it.
Yeah.
Just eat real food and be like 85% perfect in that. Yeah. So my imperfect is ice cream, that like other 10%. Like I'm a big ice cream fan.
Big ice cream girl.
Yeah, huge.
I mean, how many days a week you eat it?
Don't want to say.
Dang. I see this ice cream stomach?
I try for every other night, but I love
every
ice
other night.
Cream.
I got a problem with sweets.
Yeah,
I like Reese's Pieces.
Oh, do you?
Gummy Lifesavers.
Okay, see, it's in your like be 90% perfect and your other 10%.
That's the problem. It's 90%. Candy.
You have to make a deal with yourself. Before you had the Reese's, you've done your like.
I'm doing right now. I'm feeling gum. This is helping curb my appetite. If I don't do this, I'm fucked. Because I like, you understand, I'm obsessed with candy.
Oh, God.
Like I can eat candy all day and no food.
Oh.
That's how much it is. That's
you don't feel bad?
When I used to play overseas, I used to eat Reese's Pieces, white powder donuts, Kit Kats.
Ooh, white powder donuts.
All day.
Yeah.
All serious. My food was Red Baron pizza.
And you did okay. Like it didn't
I never utilized my degree. I just ate like that for 8
like you would have been even better.
If I fueled my body the right way. I just I just was hooping and not like you on the other hand. You eating right, you training right, you know.
Eating all the protein.
Lots
of protein. Of your plate, like half of it protein.
3,500 calories. Y'all hear that, ladies? Yeah. So when you talking about you want to grow, I hear a lot of some of these ladies here want to grow their ass. You want to grow ass, you got to eat.
You got to eat. You got to eat real food. You got to eat protein.
What's your go-to protein?
Ooh, steak or ground beef.
And you cook every day?
Well, no.
You do you meal prep on Sundays?
3 boys, so like we have
how's that work?
Meal prep. We cook a lot of meat, and then so we'll cook just like a ton of chicken because they like chicken a lot. Yeah. Like taco meat, we love tacos, and then steak, and sometimes some other things like salmon burgers or salmon. But we'll cook that in bulk and then do our meals around it.
Hey, I'm coming to your house. I'm on prep right now for this Apex I'm getting ready for in October. I'm coming to your house. Sheesh.
I mean, you know how much teenage boys eat. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, but you know how to cook. My cooking is terrible. I burn shit up.
Oh, I'm not a great cook, but
you can eat it to where you're going to tolerate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Not everybody can do that.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
And you sharing your journey. And stay tuned for next year's CrossFit Games.
Yes.
This will be her 5th or 6th.
Hopefully, I've made it 4 times. So
this is good.
It's hard. It's hard. We'll see.
So you're going to qualify.
You have to qualify every year.
So where do you go to qualify?
It starts over. So it starts with what everybody's heard of, the CrossFit Open. So that's absolutely anybody in the entire world can register and do the CrossFit Open. And then after the CrossFit Open, they take their first cut. So it's like top 10% that make it to CrossFit quarterfinals. That happens over a weekend. And then out of CrossFit quarterfinals, the top 200 make it to semifinals, and then out of semifinals, it's the top 20.
Damn, that's a lot. That's like 3 different. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it. I see it in your eyes. You got this. I appreciate you coming out here, sharing.
Thank you.
The next video we're gonna drop, she's coaching me. She's working me out in that weight room. I'm doing some CrossFit, looking like shit, but I'm gonna get through it because I'm a competitor. I'm gonna try my best.
I'm a good coach. As
long as you don't let me break my neck on a handstand.
No, we're not gonna hurt you. Yeah.
Y'all stay tuned for the next dope video. Thank you so much for coming out, Miss Carrie.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome
so
person.
Much fun. Thank you.
Viewers, stay tuned for the next video. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Have a great day.